Hello and good day, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Wherever you are, welcome. My name is Briget Boyle, and I am the founder of Unleash Your Voice. I am a vocalist based in the Bay Area and living in Berkeley, and I sing with a few different groups, and I'm here every Monday morning for the Vocal Vitamin, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. And welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're here and you're tuning in, go ahead and let me know. It's really nice to hear from folks. You can put your name and where you're tuning in from in the chat. And if you have any questions along the way or anything you'd like me to cover, please feel free to let me know. It's always really fun to interact with you. And let's see, it's Monday. So this weekend was very special for me and for Kitka because it was our first live in-person public performance since the end of 2019. And so it was a very special weekend. We did 2 concerts on Saturday in Healdsburg, and it was just lovely. And then yesterday, Kitka hosted a beautiful Georgian caroling workshop with Ketavan from Georgia. She's a wonderful, wonderful singer. And yeah, it was very special. So feel very full of musical goodness. And I'm also still doing my daily morning practice. So it's been really fun to bring music to the front of my day and really kind of allow that to be the way I wake myself up and the way I tune in and join life. It's very special. So can't recommend it enough. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to take a couple of nice big deep breaths. You can put one hand on your chest, one on your belly. Hey, Paul from New York. So glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Take a breath in. And exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. And then one more. And exhale. And then take your chin down toward your chest, opening up the back of the neck. You can tick-tock your head side to side, whatever feels good for your body. I know a little neck hygiene always goes a long way for me. Go ahead and lift your head and take it around in circles, nice and gentle, really paying attention to what your body's calling for, what this moment is calling for. Sometimes with the hand on the chest, I like to have the intention of I'm safe, I'm taken care of. I'm just kind of holding myself a little bit. Maybe switch directions on the circle of the head. Start to gently hum. And then go ahead and roll your shoulders back. Yeah, as you're humming, really think about being as relaxed and gentle as you can. So that it's just kind of coming from the movement of your body and not necessarily from making sound. And then roll your shoulders forward, really imagining the opening in the upper back. Oh, you can yawn. Oh, good. Rub your hands together, create a little energy. And start to chew a little bit. Humming and chewing is really lovely for creating some moisture in the sort of apparatus up here and creating some relaxation as well. Now give yourself a little chest pounding. Hi, Susanna from Berkeley. So glad you're here. Are you going to come to the Kitka concert on Saturday this week? I'd love to see you there. Good. Now let's go up into the shoulders and do a little patting up here, just bringing a little energy to the body. Come down the arm. and then up in the shoulder again. Oh, yeah, good. Tying it all together. Shake out your hands. And now let's go ahead and do some glissandos. So we're going to go through the vowels on glissandos, which is just very gentle, kind of starting at the top of your range, whatever you can comfortably let out without having to really put much effort into it, and going to the bottom. And as you get to the bottom, try really hard not to bottom out. Don't go at the bottom, but just really try to keep a nice placement all the way from the top to the bottom. And we'll start on an ah. Eh. E. My voice is really exhausted from 2 concerts. Sorry, O. Oh. Ooh. Oh. And then let's go back to the ah and come from the bottom up. E. O. Ooh. Good. Now one more glissando on a horse lips. If you're unable to do the horse lips, you can do a tongue roll. If you're unable to do that, you can just go ah, really kind of keeping a nice, relaxed, open sound. The whole point of doing the horse lips is because it creates a lot of beautiful relaxation in the voice. So that's the main thing to focus on if you're not actually able to do the horse lips. If you're struggling with it, you can also put your fingers in your cheeks, and that might help your lips get relaxed enough to make the horse lip sound. Also really connecting in with the breath. And in fact, before we go into doing these horse lips, let's go ahead and connect with the breath a little bit more. So go ahead and blow your air out and then relax it low into the belly. Blow it out. Good, relax it in. And then blow it out. Awesome, relax it in. Beautiful. What do we got here? What's up, Philia from Brussels? So glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. Now we're gonna do horse lips arpeggios. Relax your neck. Really kind of make them nice and smooth. Almost slidey. Great, now we're gonna go from the top and we're gonna start going down. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. Take a nice glissando. Oh, wow, that feels so very good. Doesn't that feel good? Yes, Susanna. So in Berkeley next Saturday at the Freight and Salvage, Kitka is doing 2 concerts, one during the afternoon, a matinee at 2 o'clock, and the other one at 8 p.m. The 8 p.m. one sold out, but I believe that some people from the 8 p.m. one exchanged their tickets for the matinee one, so there might be some tickets available for the evening one. So I recommend it. It's a Kitka's Winter Songs program, and it's quite lovely, if I do not say so myself. So yeah, great. That feels so wonderful. See, as I was doing that, I was thinking something, and then my brain kind of lost it. So I'm going to try to bring my brain back. Bring the brain back, Boyle. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and do this one here. Oh, because of all the singing I'm doing right now, I'm rocking the Singer Saving Grace again. If anybody ever has any problems and needs a little herbal support, Singer Saving Grace is quite the best. So here we're going to go. Yeah, 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 Beautiful. Now just take a nice glissando. Oh, yeah, this feels good. Hum and chew a little bit, relax the vocal cords, just kind of allow for a moment just to kind of integrate some of what the warming we're doing and kind of relax it out. That's awesome. Let's see here. Let's just do a little work up in sort of the head voice. We're going to do a little whiny puppy, just sort of getting up in there. And also we can, you can play around also with like a coo sound, like coo, coo, or so it's putting you kind of right up in the mask, right up in the head voice. And then go coo, coo, coo. Try to make that as nice and smooth as you can. Coo. And then let's say ka. Coo. Beautiful. And then go back to the whiny puppy. And then go coo. 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 And then ka. Coo. Coo. Just sort of a way to get up in there and kind of find that nice stretch. What's happening there is that the vocal cords are actually stretching out. They're getting, because when you're up in your head voice, they stretch out. And so we're kind of bringing them together in a nice gentle way to just access that sort of higher register. And now let's do some low stuff. So let's see, let's just go, let's say the word ya, and we're gonna go like this. Ya, ya, and then ya. So as you're you're going to that lower note, I want you to, as we get lower, this is going to get a little bit more challenging. I want you to think about having a nice uh, sort of lifted back of your throat. Yeah. So you don't go, yeah, you know, you don't kind of like fall into the sound, but you keep it nice and lifted. Yeah. Yeah. Pay attention to the shape of your vowels. Sometimes it's easy to fall into a yeah. 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 Good. Yeah. So this is where it starts to get like you need to really pay, especially if you have I have a high voice, so this is maybe not as relevant to you, but to me it's really important to think about that lift. Yeah. Good. Yeah. 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 Let's do that one more time. Really nice and lifted. Yeah. And the whole deal with all these range exercises is it's not actually about like sounding great or really even necessarily singing the notes very loudly. It's really just about touching them or like stretching out the different edges of your vocal range, which will help the stronger, more sort of middle area get a little bit more, you know, feel stronger. The other area that I want to work on a little bit today is actually the sort of mid range. And I think what I've found is actually, it's interesting, like both male and female voices I've noticed, or, you know, people assigned male and female at birth have this sort of middle range as it's where the passaggio is. There's this sort of what a lot of people refer to as the break. And I was actually working with a student yesterday, and we talked about the fact that the idea of a break feels so like scary, and it kind of creates a lot of tension in there. So when I told her about the word passaggio, which is the spot where that happens, it really actually lightened her mood about it, and she was able to kind of find more control and more sort of like freedom in that area. So I just want to do a little bit of work in there, just to kind of warm up a little bit more, and kind of focus on that specific area. So here what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go yeah. Really thinking it's okay if your voice cracks, it's okay if it's a little shaky, it's kind of a tenuous part of the voice, but really just kind of singing in there, it helps get the muscles engaged. Yeah. Yeah. And we're staying in the chest voice as we're doing this. So we're working on kind of raising up the chest voice, and then we're going to find that spot where we have to sort of switch registers and try to maintain the same resonance and the same sort of tone of the voice. Yeah. Play with your placement. Play with how open your throat is. Yeah. If you need to switch registers, do it. Yeah. Good. Opening up. Yeah. Great. Now we're pretty high, so you might be already in your mixed tone or your head voice, but that's okay. Yeah. Good. Let's do one more. Yeah. awesome. Good, Diane. I'm so glad that's helpful. It's been interesting. I find that like as I'm teaching more and more people, it's like there's these phases of like everybody's kind of working on the same thing and it all comes up at the same time in different lessons and stuff. So I'm really happy to be teaching in person, like teaching people privately so that I can know sort of what to bring to these vocal warm-ups, because I feel like it's really helpful to see what different singers are struggling with. And it's amazing how like the same people, like all my students will be kind of working on a similar type thing, because we're all humans. We all kind of have the same instrument, and we just have to work on it in different ways. Okay, fantastic. Glad you like that. Great, let's move into our Bulgarian section of the warm-up. For anybody who's new to my world, welcome. Again, I'm Briget, and I have this program called Unleash Your Voice, and in the new year, there's going to be some new features rolling out I'm very excited about, which I'm figuring out in the next couple weeks, and also I'll be announcing them soon. But my history is I've been singing folk music from Eastern Europe since I was in college, and I joined the group Kitka in 2004, and have been singing with a group called True Life Trio for about 13 years, and we've studied with multiple master singers from around the world. And the music of Bulgaria, when I first heard it, I actually felt like an arrival of my soul. It was a very strange experience. And it's really stuck with me ever since. So I really appreciate the music of Bulgaria, especially the choral music, and how they use different pieces of songs to warm up their voices and to grow as vocalists. And I think it's really cool. So this I learned from Tsvetanka Barimezova. This is one of her main things that she does in a vocal warm up in a choral setting. So we're just gonna say, you repeat after me. Nikola, Nikola, Neranza, Neranza. If you want to sing a drum, just sing one note. Neranza, Neranza. So either way is cool. Radele, Radele, Nikola, Nikola, Neranza, Neranza. So hopefully that work we just did on the passaggio will help you get through this part. Radele, Radele, Nikola, Nikola, Neranza, Neranza, Radele, Radele, Nikola, Nikola, Neranza, Neranza. One more. Radele, Radele. Beautiful. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. I want to do one I haven't really done before on this. Maybe I've done this once. So this is another warm up, and this is actually really great for if you have two other people to sing with. There's a really cool part that's in harmony, and it's a really nice choral warm up. And in this context, what I'll do is I'll show you all three parts, and then you can choose which note you want to harmonize with me on. So you can either be in unison with me or on the top or bottom. So it goes like this. Marika, this is the melody. Marika mila mamina. Marika mila mamina. And then you're set up for the next key. Marika mila. Okay, so it'll make sense. I'm just gonna go through the other part. So what happens is on that held note right in the middle of the phrase, that's where the harmony happens. That's actually the only place that the harmony happens. So this is a good one because you're working on unison and then harmony and then back into unison. So it goes I'll do the top part now. Marika mila mamina. So you just go up a third. And the middle part stays on that note. Is the top part. And then the bottom part. Marika mila mamina. So it's a fourth down. And then the second half of the melody. Marika mila mamina. So we end up, this is the harmony here. Top part. Bottom. Okay. All right, I'm going to try to play the piano as I do this, which might be a little hard. We'll see. Let's see. Let's do this one. Marika mila. Okay. Woo, this is hard to do online. Okay, everything's fine. It's easier when there's people in front of me, but we'll do it. Marika mila mamina. That's the top. Marika mila mamina. 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 Cool. So it's kind of a fun one. Take a nice glissando. Oh, hope that was enjoyable. Let's do one more that's a little more straightforward harmony. Let's do Kalina Drei Pereshe. We'll just do this a little bit because we're running out of time. So the melody, I'll just sing both and you can sing along with whichever one you want. I know there's a lot of people in here who already know this. Kalina Drei Pereshe Momakani. No kalino, kalina dregi pereshe momakali, no kalino. Kalina dregi pereshe momakali, no kalino. Kalina dregi pereshe momakali, no kalino. Let's do one more. Oops. Kalina dregi pereshe momakali, no kalino. Kalina dregi pereshe momakali, no kalino. Awesome. Beautiful. Take a nice glissando. Oh, give yourself a little praise for showing up today. Praise for yourselves for singing and continuing to be here for this. Again, I'm Briget Boyle. I'm the founder of Unleash Your Voice, and if you'd like to shoot me any financial contributions, I do take them, paypal.me/Briget Boyle, or at my Venmo. I really appreciate any support you can offer. Couple things before I close out. I want to say December 19th, it's a Sunday, Kifka will be doing a community sing, and it's taking the place of the usual Unleash Your Voice monthly workshop. So if you're around on December 19th, we'd love to have you there. There'll be a couple of Keep Cats singing, actually might be more, I'm not sure how many of us will be there, but we'll be teaching you a beautiful carol from Georgia, and it's going to be awesome. And Then the other thing I want to say is that if you're in the Unleash Your Voice course and you received a survey from me, I would love to have your responses to that. I realized something silly, which is I didn't actually require emails to be part of the responses. So I'm going to change that as soon as this is over so that I know who you are, so I can send you your reward, which is going to be a special half-an-hour video warm-up that's not actually included in the course. There's going to be some new kinds of exercises in there. And yeah, and if you are interested in working with me, I teach voice lessons. You can go to brigetboyle.com. You can schedule a lesson with me. I teach online. I teach in person now if you're vaccinated. And I just look forward to connecting with you more and more and more and more and more. I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye-bye.